Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson on multiplication of algebraic expressions. Before starting the multiplication of algebraic expressions, let's recall the rules of multiplication that we have learnt in the chapter on integers and exponents. In the chapter on integers, we had learnt that if you multiply a positive integer by another positive integer, the result is a positive integer. If I multiply a negative integer by another negative integer, the result is a positive integer, right? If I multiply two integers with the same sign, the result is a positive integer. And when we multiply two integers with opposite signs, so a positive integer multiplied by a negative integer will give us a negative integer. Similarly, if I multiply a negative integer by a positive integer, the result is a negative integer. So when we multiply two opposite signs, the result is a negative integer. Now in exponents, we have learned that if you multiply two powers with the same base, right, the exponents gets added, right? So here a is the base, a is the base, so the bases are same, so the multiplication will be the sum of the exponents, that is m plus n, right? Similarly, if it was to be x to the power m multiplied by x to the power n, then the result will be x raised to the power m plus n. Let's take a value in the index part. So x raised to the power 2 multiplied by x raised to the power 3 will give us x raised to the power 2 plus 3, that is equal to x raised to the power 5. So x raised to the power 2 multiplied by y raised to the power 3. Now the bases are not the same, so the multiplication will be x square y cube, right? We cannot multiply the exponents because the bases are not same. So is it clear? Now one more property you remember, when we multiply two variables in any order, the value remains the same. So if I multiply a with b and I multiply b with a, the result will be the same. So the order in multiplication doesn't matter. Okay, let's start with multiplication of monomials. Now you all know what monomials are. A single term in algebraic expression is called a monomial. Now there is a rule that is to be followed when we multiply monomials. So product of monomials will be equal to product of their numerical coefficients multiplied by product of their variable coefficients. So first we will multiply the numerical coefficients together, then we will multiply the variable or the literal coefficients together, then we will multiply them, both the numerical and the variable coefficient. So let's take an example to understand this rule. 2 times 5x. So here this is a constant term, it does not have any variable. So if I multiply this using this rule, first we will multiply the numerical coefficient. So here 2 is the numerical coefficient, or you can say the constant term, and then we'll multiply 5, which is the numerical coefficient. Then we'll multiply the same with the variable coefficient. So here we don't have any variable coefficient, so x will be left alone. So the answer will be 2 5 is the 10 and x is alone, so 10x. Let's take another question. 3x multiplied by 7x. So 3 and 7 are the numerical coefficients in these two terms. So we can multiply 3 and 7. Then the variable coefficients are x and x. So times x times x. So 7 3s are 21. Then x raised to the power 1 plus 1. Why? If it does not have anything in the exponent, it means it has 1 and 1. So when the bases are same, what do? We add the exponents. So x raised to the power 1 plus 1, that is 2. So 21 into x raised to the power 2. So this is the answer. Now let's multiply 5ab and 8a square. So what are the numerical coefficients here? 5 and 8. So 5 times 8 multiplied by the variable coefficient, that is ab, times a square. Now 5 8s are 40 multiplied by, now here you see there are two variables, so multiply the same variables together first. So a times a square times b. So 40 times a square is a raised to the power 1 plus 2, because here a raised to the power 1 we have, times b. So 40 into a raised to the power 1 plus 2, that is a raised to the power 3. Then we have b. So the answer is 40 a cube b. Next, 3x square into negative 4x cube. So here we have a positive term and here we have a negative term. So the numerical coefficient is 3 and numerical coefficient here is negative 4. So 3 times negative 4. This is the numerical coefficient that we are multiplying into what is the variable coefficient, that is x square and x cube. So x square times x cube. So here we have a negative and a positive sign. So negative and a positive integer multiplied together gives us a negative integer. So negative 3 4s are 12 into x raised to the power 2 plus 3. So we have negative 12 x raised to the power 5, because 2 plus 3 is 5. Clear? Now let's multiply 3 terms together. So we'll apply the same rule here. We'll multiply the numerical coefficients together and the variable coefficients together. So here numerical coefficient is 2, negative 5 and negative 4. So 2 times negative 5 times negative 4 into the variable coefficient, that is a square times a square b times ab square. Now a positive integer multiplied by a negative integer will give us a negative integer. So negative, then a negative integer multiplied by negative will give us positive integer. So we'll have a positive sign here. So 2 times 5 will give us 10, 10 times 4 40. So the result is 40 multiplied by the variable coefficients. So let's take a square first, a square times a square times a. So a square and a, then multiplied by the next variable coefficient, that is b, b times b square. So 40 times a raised to the power 2 plus 1 multiplied by b raised to the power 1 plus 2. So the answer will be 4a raised to the power 5 b raised to the power 3. Multiplication of a polynomial by a monomial. A polynomial can be a binomial, a trinomial, so all can be termed as a polynomial. So what is the rule that we have to follow? multiply each term of the polynomial by the monomial and then add the products. So each term of the polynomial we are going to multiply with the monomial, and after multiplying we have to add the products. So let's take an example. Multiply 2b plus 5c by bc. So here this polynomial has to be multiplied by this monomial. So what we'll do, we'll apply the rule, we'll multiply each term of the polynomial with the monomial. So first term is 2b, so 2b multiplied by the monomial, that is bc. Then we'll add the products. So next term is 5c, so 5c multiplied by bc. Now here we can think of them as the monomials or single terms being multiplied. So you can multiply the numerical coefficients of these two terms. So 2 times, here we have no numerical coefficient, it means we have 1 multiplied by b times bc plus, now 5 multiplied by no numerical coefficient means 1 times c times bc. 2 ones are 2 times, now we can multiply the same variables together, so b times b times c. Then 5 ones are 5 multiplied by b into c times c, we can do together. So 2, and here we have b raised to the power 1 plus 1, we can say. So if we have nothing means we have 1 here to the exponents, right? So we can add multiplied by c plus 5 into b into c raised to the power 1 plus 1, here we have 1, here we have 1, c. So 2 b square c plus 5 b c square. So you see here these two terms are not the same, they are unlike terms, so it cannot be added. So it means this is the answer. Now let's multiply a 3-term polynomial by a monomial. So we'll apply the rule, that is first term multiplied by the monomial, negative 1 by 2 xyz. Then the products will be added to the second term multiplied by the monomial into negative 1 by 2 xyz plus third term is negative z, so negative z multiplied by negative 1 by 2 xyz. Okay, now we can multiply them as single terms, right? So here what is the numerical coefficient? 1. What is the numerical coefficient here? Negative 1 by 2. So 1 times negative 1 by 2. So always remember, when we have no constant means the numerical coefficient given, so we'll assume the numerical coefficient to be 1. So the numerical coefficient here is 1 multiplied by the variable coefficient, that is x square times xyz. So plus the numerical coefficient 4 multiplied by negative 1 by 2, right? Then the variable coefficient, that is y square times xyz plus we have negative z here. Negative z means what? What is the numerical coefficient? 1. So it means negative 1 multiplied by negative 1 by 2. Then multiplied by z times xyz. Now let's multiply the numerical coefficient together. So negative and a positive will give you negative. So negative 1 by 2 into, then let's multiply the common variables together, x square times x multiplied by y z. There is no other y z, so we can leave them like that, plus 4 times negative 1 by 2. Now negative and a positive will give you negative, so negative multiplied by positive will give you negative. Now here 4 is divided by 2, so 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, so here you have negative 2 times x times y square times y times z, right? Let's multiply the y square y's together. So plus, now negative and a negative, negative multiplied by negative integer gives you positive, so negative and negative will give you positive, so 1 times 1 by 2 will give you 1 by 2 multiplied by x y. We can leave x y like that because there is no other x and y, multiplied by z times z. Now here negative 1 by 2, we can add the exponents of x, so 2 plus 1 times yz plus negative 2 times x times y, 2 plus 1 in the exponent times z plus 1 by 2 to xy to z raised to the power 1 plus 1. So this is clear. Now you can simplify, so 1 by 2 x raised to the power 3 y z plus negative 2 x y raised to the power 3 means y cube, and then z plus 1 by 2 x y and z raised to the power 2. Now we can further simplify, so it will become negative 1 by 2 x cube y z plus minus will become what? Positive and negative will give you negative, so negative 2x y cube z plus 1 by 2x y z square. So this will be the answer. Multiplication of a polynomial by another polynomial. So now we will multiply one polynomial by another polynomial. So the rule that we have to follow is multiply each term of one polynomial by all the terms of the other polynomial, and then we'll add the products. So let's take an example to understand multiplication of polynomial by another polynomial. So here we have 6x minus 7y and negative 3x plus 5y. So both are polynomials. So we'll multiply each term of one polynomial by all the terms of the other polynomial. So first 6x multiplied by negative 3x, then we can multiply 6x and 5y, so 6x times 5y plus, now the second term we can take, so negative 7y times negative 3x then negative plus negative 7y times 5y. Now we can multiply them as single terms or monomials, we can say. So first we'll multiply the numerical coefficients together. So 6 times -3, and then multiplied by the variables x times x, plus here we have 6 and 5, so 6 times 5 multiplied by x times y, plus -7, and here we have -3, so times -3 multiplied by y and x, so y times x, plus -7 into 5 multiplied by y times y. Clear? -7 and 5, that is the numerical coefficient, y and y as the variable coefficient. So before multiplying the numbers, let's check the signs. So here we have a positive and a negative. So negative and a positive multiplied together gives you negative. So 6 3s are 18 multiplied by x raised to the power 1 plus 1. 2 x's are there, right? So plus 6 5s are 30 multiplied by xy. Then negative and negative multiplied together gives you positive. So 7 3s are 21 into xy. Y into x will give you xy, plus -7 and 5 will give you -35, because minus and a plus when multiplied gives you negative. So -35, then into y raised to the power 1 plus 1. Clear? Now -18 x raised to the power 2 plus 30 xy plus 21 xy plus -35 y raised to the power 2. Now we can further simplify. Here you see these two terms are the like terms, xy and xy, they have the same variable component, so we can add them. So -18 x square plus and plus, so 30 plus 21 will give us 51 xy. Then here we have a positive and a negative, so when we open the brackets, negative and positive will make negative, so -35 y square. So this is the answer. Let's take another example. So 4a square plus 2ab plus b square multiplied by 2a minus b. So here this is a trinomial multiplied by a binomial, so both are polynomials. So we'll apply the rule here. First term multiplied by all the terms of the second polynomial, second term multiplied by all the terms of the second polynomial. So let's multiply. So 4a square multiplied by 2a plus 4a square multiplied by -b plus, now no more terms are there in the second polynomial, so we'll take 2ab multiplied by 2a plus 2ab multiplied by -b, then plus b square multiplied by 2a, then plus b square multiplied by -b. Okay, now we can multiply the numerical coefficients together and the variable coefficients together. So 4 times 2 multiplied by a square times a plus 4 times, here we don't have anything, means there is 1, so minus means -1. So 4 times -1 multiplied by a square times b plus 2 and 2, so 2 times 2 multiplied by ab 2a plus 2 times -1 here, so 2 into -1 multiplied by ab times b plus we have 1 here and 2, so 1 times 2 times b square times a, right, plus here we don't see any numerical coefficient, here also no numerical coefficient, means they have 1, so here we have -1, so -1 1 multiplied by -1 times b square multiplied by b. So I hope this is clear. Now we can multiply the numerical coefficients together. So 4 2s are 8. Now a square times a will give you a raised to the power 2 plus 1, right? Then plus 4 times -1 will give you -4 multiplied by a square b plus 2 times 2 will give you 4 multiplied by ab, and then we have a. Now if we try to take a separately and b separately, it will occupy a lot of space, so it's better we can multiply here itself. So a raised to the power 1 plus a raised to the power 1, that means a raised to the power 1 plus 1, right, 2 a's are there, times b plus 2 times -1 will give you -2 multiplied by a b into b, that is b square, right? So a times b raised to the power 1 plus 1 plus 2 1s are 2, right, times b square into a, that is a b square we can say, then plus 1 times -1, that will give you -1 into b square into b, that is b raised to the power 2 plus 1, so 8 a raised to the power 3, so 8a cube plus -4a square b plus 4a square b plus -2 a b square plus 2 a b square plus -1 b cube. Now if we don't write 1, then also it's okay. So now let's see here negative, so these two terms are like terms, a square b and a square b, so here we have -4a square b and here we have +4a square b, so they'll get cancelled, right? It means 0. 2 minus 2 means what? 0. So here -4a square plus +4a square will give you 0. Then here we have -2a square b, 2ab square and 2ab square, so positive and negative, so here also we'll get 0, so -2ab and +2ab, it's cancelled, so we are left with 8a cube and negative and positive will give you a negative sign, negative multiplied by positive will give you negative sign. Now even if you don't write 1, no problem, so we can directly write 8a cube b cube. So this is the answer. There is another method that you can follow to multiply a polynomial by a monomial or a polynomial by another polynomial, which is the column method. Now once you are comfortable with the horizontal method that you did just now, you can apply the column method. So let's take the previous examples and find the solution using the column method. So let's find the solution for multiplication of 2b plus 5c by bc using the column method. So we can write 2b plus 5c and bc here. So we can multiply this polynomial by this monomial. Now we'll follow the same rule that we have learned. We'll multiply each term of the polynomial by the monomial. So here we have 2b, so we'll multiply 2b with bc. Then the second term of the polynomial 5c multiplied by bc. So 2b multiplied by bc will give you, now here look at the numerical coefficient, here we have 1, so 2 ones are 2. Now b times b will give you b square, and we don't have c here, so we have only one c. Then what do? We put a positive sign, right? We are adding. So 5c multiplied by bc now. So 5 times 1 here will give you 5. Then there is no b here, only one b, so we'll put b. Then c times c will give you c square. So this is the solution. Next question. 6x minus 7y by negative 3x plus 5y. Let's find the solution using column method. So 6x minus 7y by negative 3x plus 5y. So we'll apply the rule of the polynomial. One polynomial multiplied with the other polynomial. We'll multiply each term of the polynomial with each term of the other polynomial. So negative 3x multiplied by 6x we can do first. So look here at the signs, here is the negative and here is the positive. So negative and a positive will give you negative. So 3 6 is 18, x times x gives you x square. Then negative 3x multiplied by negative 7y, negative and negative will give you positive. Okay, so after that we can multiply the numerical coefficient. 7 times 3, that is 21. Then x into y will give you xy. After this, when you multiply with the second term, you will write it down. Now before writing down, you have to see the like terms. Okay, so you have to write the like terms one below the other. So here let's multiply 5y by 6x. So 6 5s are 30. Now here we have a positive sign, so we'll put a positive sign. 6 5s are 30, and here we have x times y. That's why we can write xy here. So here you see this is the like term, these two are the like terms here, right? Then we have 5y multiplied by negative 7y. So we can write them to the right. So negative and a positive will give you negative. 7 5s are 35, and y will give you y square. Now we can add them up. So negative 18 x square plus 21 plus 30, that is 51 xy, then minus 35 y square. This was the answer, right? So you can apply the column method to multiply two polynomials. Now let's multiply 4a square plus 2ab plus b square and 2a minus b using column method. So 4a square plus 2ab plus b square, then we have 2a minus b. So we can multiply them. So using this first term, we can multiply all the terms of the first polynomial. So 2a multiplied by 4a. So let's multiply the numerical coefficient. 2 4 is 8. 8, then a times a square will give you a cube. Then 2 times 2ab. So here we will have a positive sign because there is a positive sign. So 2 times 2 will give you 4. Then a times a will give you a square. Then b is alone, so we'll write b. 2 times 2a multiplied by b square. So sign is positive, both are positive signs. So 2, no numerical coefficient is given, so it means there is 1. So 2 ones are 2. Then a, then b square. Then no more terms are there, so now we'll multiply with negative b. So negative b times 4a square b, 4 square will be negative 4a square b. Now where is a square b variable coefficient? Here. So here the like terms will be written here, right? So negative and a positive will give you negative sign. 4 times 1 will give you 4 a square into b, a square b. So remember to write the like terms one below the other, so the addition and subtraction can be done. Then negative b times 2a square b, negative and positive will give you negative. Then a, 2 ones are 2, right? Then a will be there alone, and b times b will give you b square. Then the last term, that is b square. So negative and positive will give you negative. B times b will give you b square, that is b cube. Okay, so here is b square, here is b, so it becomes b cube. Now we can add them. So 8 a cube, then negative 4a square b, and here we have positive, so it gets cancelled and it's 0. So 2a b square and negative 2ab square again gets cancelled, so means 0. So we are left with negative b cube. So finally we can write it as 8a cube minus b cube. So this is the answer. Clear? Sometimes you may be asked to simplify, where polynomials may be written or separated using brackets. So it means you have to multiply this polynomial by this polynomial and this polynomial. So whenever you see two polynomials separated by brackets, it means you have to multiply them. So let's solve this. So how will we multiply this? We can first multiply the first two polynomials, and then the product we can use to multiply with the third polynomial. So x, let's multiply this. So x times x, then plus x times negative y, then plus y times x, plus y times negative y, then this whole can be multiplied by x square minus y square. So let's solve it. X times x will give you x raised to the power 1 plus 1 plus negative y and x will give you negative xy, plus y times x will give you xy, plus negative and positive will give you negative, and y raised to the power 1 plus 1. Okay, so x square minus y square. Now we can write x square, this is negative xy, this is positive xy, and then we have negative y square multiplied by x square minus y square. Now here you see negative xy and positive xy, they can get cancelled, so we are left with x square and minus y square. Negative and positive will give you negative, so negative y square. Now we can multiply this with this, that is x square minus y square. So now let's multiply. So x square times x square, then plus x square times negative y square, plus negative y square times x square, plus negative y square times negative y square. So x square times x square will give you x raised to the power 2 plus 2, plus here you have negative and a positive, so we'll get negative x square y square plus negative x square y square again, plus then negative and negative will give you positive, so y raised to the power 2 plus 2. Okay, so here we have x raised to the power 4. So here we have negative x square y square, so negative and positive will give you negative x square y square, plus again we have negative and positive, so it will become negative x square y square plus y 2 plus 2, that is 4. Now both have the same variables, negative x square and y square, negative x square y square, so it means negative and negative will be added together, so it will become negative 2x square y square plus y raised to the power 4. So this will be the answer. So that's all for today's lesson. Thank you.